New Samsung solution to turn Shiba Inu to $3 token. Shib News today. Shiba Inu was the most popular crypto in new wallets over the past week, an on-chain analytics firm recently found. Banking was a boring subject for the baby boomer generation, but finance is fun in the internet of programmable money. If asked to guess what they thought was the most popular first coin for new crypto adopters over the past week, many people would probably guess Bitcoin. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Neither is it the number 2 crypto by market cap, the peer-to-peer network computer Ethereum. In this video, we will talk about the new Samsung solution to turn Shiba Inu to $3 token. News today. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up, share, and subscribe to the channel to see our latest content on Shiba Inu price prediction to 584 million. Other digital assets held by the high net worth traders include $65 million worth of Oracle provider Chainlink, Link, $58 million each in decentralized exchange Uniswap, Uni, and deflationary crypto Bit, as well as $55 million worth of interoperable blockchain Quant, QNT. The whale activity centered around Shiba Inu may have impacted the meme token's price, as it went from $0.0001045 on January 17th to a peak of $0.0001210. Shib has since continued to rise and is changing hands for $0.0001226. Whale accumulation of Shib comes as the ecosystem gears up for a beta release of Shibarium, a proposed Layer 2 for the Doge rival. The protocol will be a Layer 2 network built on Ethereum, similar to Polygon, Matic, Arbitrum, and Optimism OP. Shiba Inu coin has benefited particularly strongly from the rise in cryptocurrencies in the past few days. In the last 7 days, the price rose again sharply and saw a gain in value of over 20%. Many investors expect massive increases in the coming months and years. The English-Italian fashion designer John Richmond has worked with many celebrities, including critically acclaimed artists like Madonna, the Rolling Stones, and Gwen Stefani. The fashion designer is currently switching his focus to Web3. The new approach stems from the values that decentralization brings to the world. According to Richmond's tweet, there are a lot of similarities between the revolutionary punk rock movement and the innovation of Web3. Just like the punk rock movement of the UK in the 80s, it represents a powerful energy and a desire for change, explains the renowned stylist. The energy of rock and roll has always been about giving a voice to the marginalized and the oppressed, breaking boundaries, and challenging the status quo. This is the same energy that drives artists and people in the Web3 community. John Richmond. While John Richmond's previous collaborations are worthy of a star lineup, recently he revealed a magazine cover from Vogue magazine with Snoop Dogg. The iconic hip-hop artist brought a touch of West Coast to the art of fashion. The rebellious street style, mixed with a hint of classical wear, perfectly aligns with John Richmond's idea to experiment with different styles. The Shib Army rejoiced over Snoop Dogg's feature in Vogue magazine. In response, some soldiers of the Shib Army asked the main developer Satoshi Kusama on Twitter if Snoop Dogg could perform in the Ryoshi Plaza or the Bark Park in Shib the Metaverse. Ultimately, Shib the Metaverse is an upcoming Web3 project by Shiba Inu's developer team. However, for Shib the Metaverse to go live, Shibarium, the Layer 2 scaling solution, has to launch first. Amazing look, Sir Snoop Dogg, when concert on Ryoshi Plaza. #Shib the Metaverse would be honored to have you. Am I right? #Shib Army? @shibatoken, @Shib the MV, @Satoshi Kusama. Can we? @No one has spoken. The Shiba Inu community actively awaits the Shibarium Layer 2 blockchain launch as official accounts of the Shiba Inu ecosystem and core developer Satoshi Kusama drops hints on the anticipated date. Picking up hints from Satoshi Kusama's Twitter status, Shib Army believes the Shibarium beta release to happen on February 14th, Valentine's Day. Shiba Inu lead developer Satoshi Kusama changed his Twitter bio and added hints on the anticipated launch of the Shibarium Layer 2 blockchain. The new bio reads, "Tending the pine tree of life, quickly learning to play the flute before putting #Shibarium in a heart-shaped box with a bow." Shiba Inu whale Shibholder, in a tweet on January 20th, shared that Shibarium is expected on February 14th, Valentine's Day. The Shiba Inu community believes the new bio points to the Shibarium beta launch on Valentine's Day. While the preparedness for the launch is not complete, releasing documents on fundamental concepts, and the Bone Gas token by Shibarium's official Twitter account indicates the launch is near. The development activity has also increased related to Shibarium, as per data on GitHub. However, the launch could be delayed due to unforeseen circumstances, as it had happened earlier. Meanwhile, Shiba Inu and Bone tokens attract whale accumulation. The Shib burn rate has increased and social sentiment hit an all-time high. Shiba Inu ranks as the second most secured crypto project in an analysis by blockchain security pioneer Certic. Bone's shibaswap price trades at $1.43, up over 8% in the last 24 hours amid interest from whales and investors. Samsung Electronics has announced that its unified mobile wallet application, Samsung Wallet, will now be available in 8 more countries. The South Korea-based tech giant revealed it could be rolling out the wallet app across Singapore, Australia, Brazil, Hong Kong, Canada, India, Malaysia, and Taiwan. Support from the Samsung Wallet in these countries will go live by the end of January. However, the company noted in a new release that the exact timing of the launch would vary and depend on user devices and the specific market. Samsung launched the Wallet app in 2022, with support since its unveiling in June having increased from an initial 7 countries to 21 countries by the date of the latest announcement. Currently, the Samsung Wallet app is available for Samsung Galaxy users in Korea, the UK, the US, Bahrain, China, Denmark, Spain, Finland, France, Germany, Italy, Kazakhstan, Kuwait, Norway, Oman, Qatar, South Africa, Sweden, Switzerland, Vietnam, and the United Arab Emirates. More than a payments platform, the app also integrates with the Samsung blockchain wallet and comes with safety features enhanced by Samsung Knox, an inbuilt proprietary security platform. So, while Samsung's wallet app is not crypto-specific, users with supported devices can leverage it to keep tabs on their digital assets portfolio. The wallet allows for this via an interface that enables access to cryptocurrency prices across multiple exchanges. That's a wrap for today. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up, share, and subscribe to the channel to see our latest content.
Whales cannot be stopped. Trillions of Shiba Inu tokens, hundreds of millions of dollars. And the data suggests that this is just the beginning. People are waking up seeing these numbers trying to benefit from this opportunity. But what is actually happening? And how long will this market craze last? Well, let's find out. Disclaimer: the market has pivoted to a recovery phase, but some altcoins still haven't reclaimed their yearly highs, despite Bitcoin spiking above the $71,000 threshold. Shiba Inu is also part of this recovery trend, but is facing strong resistance due to multiple sell walls. A sell wall occurs when a large number of sell orders are placed at a particular price level, creating a barrier that can be difficult for the price to rise above. For example, imagine there are 100 Shiba Inu tokens available for sale at 1 penny. If buyers only want to purchase 50 tokens at that price, the supply at that level is much higher than that demand, making it hard for the market to buy the tokens that are available at that price to move up past 1 penny. However, there is a way we can surpass these sell walls and achieve new highs for Shiba Inu. But before we dive into that, we need to take a look at what's happening with Bitcoin. Today has been a literally crazy day for Bitcoin, and its impact on Shiba Inu is enormous. Spot Bitcoin exchange traded funds, or ETFs, have achieved their longest streak of consecutive net inflows since they launched, with 18 straight days of positive flows as of Thursday. Since launching in January 2021, the price of Shiba Inu has increased by $1.2 billion, and even though the current inflows are still lower than the peak levels in March. According to the block's data dashboard, the sustained positive net inflows, especially driven by BlackRock, highlight continued strong interest and confidence in Bitcoin among investors. 18 days in a row of positive inflows definitely gives us a bullish sign. It shows that more and more investors are putting their money into crypto, which is some very good news for any crypto enthusiast. But traditional investors aren't the only ones accumulating Bitcoin. Just take a look At this crypto whale, according to a report by Wu Blockchain based on research from CryptoQuant, around $1 billion worth of Bitcoin is being added every day to a massive new whale wallet. In total, long-term holders have amassed 70 Bitcoin over the last 30 days, with whale demand increasing at a rate of 4.4% per month. And now you might be wondering if 4.4 is a big number. It definitely is. To put it in perspective, if you start with $10,000 and add 4.4% every month in 5 years, you'd have a lot more than you might expect after 5 years. That 10,000 would grow to around $87,000. This shows how powerful a 4.4% monthly increase can be over time, highlighting the significant impact of the current whale demand on Bitcoin's market. But in addition to that, just today, according to CoinGlass data, Bitcoin open interest has reached a new all-time high peak of $37 billion open. Interest refers to the total dollar amount of Bitcoin in the last 5 years, which is about a third of the total dollar amount of outstanding Bitcoin futures or options contracts. And you might be wondering, is this metric important? Absolutely. Open interest is a crucial indicator of market sentiment and activity in the futures and options markets. A high level of open interest suggests that there is significant trading activity and interest in Bitcoin derivatives, indicating a strong and active market. So while some may have thought that the crypto market is flat and boring right now, it actually isn't. The record-breaking open interest is a significant indicator of the market, and Bitcoin futures and options demonstrates that there is still plenty of excitement and activity happening in the crypto space. But here's something very interesting. Despite the strong inflows and a Bitcoin rally past 71.0, Google Trends data reveals a surprising trend. Compared to 2021, hardly any Americans are conducting searches related to Bitcoin, FSITs, price, or crypto in general. Google Trends assigns a value out of 100 based on a search interest relative peak popularity. For example, on June 5, searches for Bitcoin originating from the US scored only 31, while Bitcoin ETF had a mere 1. Other related searches such as Bitcoin price and crypto received slightly higher index scores of 18 and 13 respectively, but still remained significantly below the search volumes during 2021's retail-driven bull run. Interest in crypto-related searches has dwindled over the year. There were spikes in interest across the board. On January 11th, the price of Bitcoin has been rising for the past year, and the price of Bitcoin has been all-time high for the first time since 2021. It's noteworthy that search interest for Bitcoin peaked in May 2021, a few weeks after surpassing 50 for the first time and just before reaching its long-standing all-time high of nearly 69 in November 2021. Crypto analyst Miles Dutcher shared data indicating a significant decline in viewership of crypto-related YouTube channels compared to 2021, despite Bitcoin surpassing its previous all-time high in 2021. During Bitcoin's peak, crypto YouTube channels were garnering around 4 million daily views. However, in 2024, despite Bitcoin reaching new highs, daily views have dropped to approximately 800,000. Dutcher emphasized, retail isn't back yet. According to him, there's no better indicator of the current state of the market than crypto YouTube views. This decline in viewership suggests that mainstream retail interest in cryptocurrency has not returned to the level seen during the 2021 bull run, despite Bitcoin's price reaching new heights. But still, with 18 days of Bitcoin ETF inflows and massive whale accumulation, you might wonder, why hasn't the price skyrocketed yet? Where's the impact of these developments? Well, that's a good question. Analyst Jimmy sheds some light on this. He explains coins that spot Bitcoin ETFs worldwide hold. Only about 5% of the total Bitcoin circulating supply, while the majority is held by whales. Jimmy notes that while ETF inflows are indeed significant, they are still minimal compared to the volume of Bitcoin being traded and sold by these large holders. He emphasizes that for every buyer in the market, there needs to be a seller, and the actions of these major players can heavily influence price movements. Even though the price might not react immediately, the recent developments such as 18 consecutive days of inflows into Bitcoin, ETFs, and whales accumulating Bitcoin are still considered bullish. This is because these actions demonstrate a growing interest and confidence in Bitcoin as an asset class among both institutional investors and individual traders. While the price might not reflect these developments right away due to various factors influencing the market, such as short-term speculation and profit-taking, the underlying trend indicates a strengthening foundation for Bitcoin's long-term growth. Essentially, these actions lay the groundwork for future price increases. In the long term, the price of Bitcoin is expected to rise to $1.5 billion, which is a significant increase in the market's day-to-day fluctuations. But what about Shiba Inu? Well, if Bitcoin experiences a significant price increase due to recent developments, it will have a massive impact on Shiba Inu. We know that Shiba Inu is highly sensitive to Bitcoin movements and shares a strong correlation with it. Currently, Shiba Inu faces a major obstacle in the form of a massive sell wall, according to Into the Block data. This wall represents a threshold. We're over the top. Over 64,000 addresses collectively hold 69 trillion Shiba Inu tokens, which is over 10% of the entire supply. The selling pressure from these addresses often leads to corrections in Shiba Inu's price, as we've seen in recent movements. As a result, Shiba Inu has retraced most of the gains it made during the recent rally. This situation can be frustrating for Shiba Inu investors, as the presence of such a large sell wall can impede its upward momentum. However, Shiba Inu is now aiming to sell Shiba Inu, stabilize above its current price level, and use it as a foundation for a second upward push when bullish sentiment returns. To surpass this immediate sell wall, Shiba Inu would need to confidently close above 4027. But with the potential upcoming push in Bitcoin's price, according to previous patterns, this should significantly benefit Shiba Inu. This is precisely what we need for Shiba Inu to overcome its current challenges and resume its upward trajectory. But what is your opinion on that? Comment down below. I'd be eager to read your opinion. If you are curious to find more, then make sure to click on one of the videos you see on screen. And with that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, then please like this video and don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section. This really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Also, please share this video to as many people as possible. Let's get this news out there.